WerewolfLydia here and welcome back to a new video on my channel. And first of all, happy Halloween to all of you guys. This is my special Halloween vid. And you know, I do a Halloween vid every year and this is how I dressed up this year. And of course this is not like my actual Halloween costume, I just dressed up like this for this video. My actual Halloween costume is not entirely like ready yet, although probably when I will upload this video on YouTube it will already be done, hopefully. And you already know from the title of this video that this video will be all about costumes, Halloween costumes, and I will be judging myself and all of my costumes throughout the years since I started celebrating Halloween. By the way guys, I don't know how you feel about wearing masks, but right now this mask is kind of like it's making me really hard to breathe through my nose so it's really like annoying to me. And I swear to God, every single mask that I put on my face and I wear, they're like, I don't know, I really have like long eyelashes, and every single like mask or like sunglasses too, they just, I don't know, it really bothers my eyelashes and it's really bothering my eyes and it's really annoying. So I'm not sure how you guys feel about those, but masks are honestly annoying. And I'm not talking about, you know, the medical masks that we need to wear this year, unfortunately. I'm talking about like actual masks like this one on my face and, you know, other type of Halloween masks and whatnot. So yeah, this one is kind of squishing my nose, so if my voice is a little bit like different, it's because of that. But yeah, so the main theme of this Halloween special vid is my costumes throughout the years. So a little backstory before I actually begin judging myself, which is not fun, because I am a very like self-critical person, and I really like to criticize myself, and I'm rarely proud of myself. So yeah, that's me. But a little backstory to all of this. So, you know, I live in Romania, to be exact in Transylvania, which is, you know, the homeland of Dracula. But even though that's the case that I live here, and even if it's, you know, Transylvania is like famous for Dracula and whatnot, people don't really celebrate Halloween here, and I think I'd say this in years before. Halloween is not like Halloween is basically like a USA like celebration, a USA holiday, and it is kind of throughout the years it started to, you know, slowly take over Europe too, but it's really like, it's still like a little child holiday here. So yes, people are starting to celebrate it, especially kids, and I saw it in the TV news that, you know, kids have started to go trick-or-treating the years before. I'm not sure now with the pandemic how it's going to go. I don't think there will be any trick-or-treating or anything of that sort, and, you know, Halloween parties and whatnot, so it's not allowed this year, unfortunately. But yeah, so it's slowly starting to become a fashion here too, but it's still like really hard to find like good Halloween decorations and Halloween food in general, and just overall the Halloween spirit is not like really common here. And yeah, so Halloween is really still new here, and it has been even newer when I was a kid. I don't know when how old I was when I actually found out that there is this celebration that's called Halloween. And when I was younger, I told about this holiday to my mom, and we started actually like celebrating Halloween in 2007. So yeah, that's a little fun info. And since then, every year we celebrated Halloween. I didn't go on to parties or whatnot. We just celebrate it here at home. We decorate our house, and I love to buy, you know, Halloween decorations, carve pumpkins, and you know, we dress up every year, even though if we don't go out to you know, trick or treat or anything of that sort. By the way, if my mask will fall off, it's a possibility because it's not attached to my face, it just sticks on like this, so I know. So yeah, we celebrated it every year, and I dressed up every year. And that's what I'm going to judge now. I'm going to show you guys the pictures from every single year, what I was dressed up as for Halloween, and I'm going to judge my costumes because they are not something like super wow or super cool, but you guys will be able to see a little bit of my Halloween history, and it's honestly it's good to go back, and it was a good feeling to go back and, you know, search the photos on my PC and on my DVDs, because I have the pictures on my DVDs burnt out because, you know, my PC can't hold all the pictures, and it's been a long time ago. And yeah, so we actually started celebrating Halloween in 2007. Now I'm going to skip the first 2 years, 2007 and 2008, because back then we actually celebrated it like my ex-BFF, or my ex-best friend. We celebrated it together, and, you know, watch horror movies and, you know, eat creepy stuff and whatnot. But we never like really dressed up as anything, so we just dressed up in like goth-like clothes and, you know, some makeup, and so nothing like super interesting or super creepy. And I'm not sure if she would be okay with me sharing those photos with you guys, so yeah, nothing that interesting in those first 2 years, so I'm going to skip that, and I'm going to start off with 2009. So it was actually now 11 years ago, but I have to skip, you know, this year because the photos aren't ready yet since when I'm recording this it's not yet Halloween. So I have my phone here, and I'm going to look at the photos, and you guys will be able to see the photos as well. And my mask just came off, so yay, it's me. But you know, as I said before, this is a as you can see, the mask is not like secured with anything on my face, it just sticks on, so I'm going to put it back. But if it falls off again, I'm probably going to take it off, I don't know. So starting off with 2009. So 2009, it was again still at the beginning. So my costume, and wow, I was so young and like slim back then, and now I'm really like old and fat. But I was dressed up like kind of like a what should I call it, like kind of like a alien master queen type of something, I don't know. I just thought about this idea because I got that, as you can see, that alien queen chest burster plushie. I think I got it back then, that year, and that idea just came to my mind. So as you can see, how I am dressed up, I don't know what was in my head. It's a little bit weird, but I remember that I made those shoulder pad things out of cardboard, and they actually look pretty cool on the pictures. It's kind of like they are like actually attached to the costume, but they are not, since they are from cardboard. And I remember that on my forehead and on the side of my face I had this really cool, like one of those sticker things that you are like, you used to get those from like bubble gums and whatnot, those body tattoos that you can, you know, just eventually wash off. And those were really cool. I think I still have some of those, which is insane because it was like 11 years ago. And you know, I just put on some ripped clothes and put a little bloody paint over there in the front, like, you know, like the chest burster from where the chest bursters came out. And yeah, so and I have my queen chest burster on a chain. By the way, my queen chest burster plushie actually has a name. Her name is Ginger. So a little fun fact. But yeah, so and well, back then we barely had any like actual Halloween decorations, so it's weird to see how just empty the room behind me is compared to now when I have all of these Halloween decorations that I gathered through the years. But yeah, so that was in 2009. Now moving on to 2010. Wow. So 2010, I was actually dressed up like Freddy Krueger. You know, he's one of my absolute all-time favorite horror guys. Now the outfit is actually pretty good. It's a simple black pants and the sweater. Now I know that the sweater is I still think that I have this sweater somewhere, but it doesn't really like fit me anymore. It's too short. The sweater is actually like red and black striped instead of red and green, and it's because I wasn't able to actually find red and green striped shirts. So yeah, and that hat, I absolutely love that hat that I have here on my head, and I still have it, and I still wear it like every year around when autumn comes. I really love it. So I go out with it, and yeah, I really love hats overall. Oh, and in the background I can actually see that I have my first ever Monster High dolls, because yes, this was in 2010, so that's when Monster High came out, and I had my first 6 dolls back then, and wow, it's such a throwback. Now the glove, back to the costume, sorry. So the glove is actually like not like an actual replica. It was actually made by someone we used to know, and it's not perfect, but considering that someone who doesn't like made anything like this before, he made a really good job. So the glove looks really like not totally authentic, but it looks really close. Stop falling off. It's really close to the original one, and I don't know. It's a really, he did a really good job. And maybe if I have painted it a little bit more, back then I didn't really paint, so I don't know. But now I would paint a little more details on it and whatnot, and I think it would actually look like pretty authentic. Back then you couldn't like find or buy a like actual replica that they sell in stores. Not sure if those were around back then. Maybe they were, I don't know. And you know, the replicas are actually pretty expensive, so. But yeah, so he made a really good job, and I still have that glove, and yeah, I am holding on to it because it's kind of like a cool memory, I guess. And my face paint is just, I really suck at makeup, and that's why I don't like makeup in general, and that's why I never actually wear makeup in my videos, because it's just not something for me. And you can see here that my face is just simply painted in red, and the white lines on my face were actually painted with with nail polish, and it was such a hassle to get that down, to take that down after, you know, Halloween was over. So it was a little bit weird, but yeah. So as I said before, the glove wasn't really available, and as same goes to a Freddy mask. So this would have looked much more cooler with those like lifelike or authentic looking stuff, but yeah. But otherwise, I don't think it was that bad. But yeah, if I would do this cosplay now, I would probably buy the original, or actually not the original, the replicas, or something like that. Now moving on. By the way, this video will probably be long, so if you are not interested, you can just skip it. Moving on to 2011. I really love this costume. So in 2011 I dressed up as the Phantom of the Opera, and the costume is pretty simple because you don't really need anything like super special for it. some simple black pants, a white shirt. I had this pretty nice like necklace, which is not gold, but it looks like a gold necklace with a like a gold medallion on it and a huge green stone in it. I don't think you can see that on the pictures though. So, but yeah, it was really nice. We found this amazing like cape. The cape I think actually has a hood too, but I didn't wear that on the photos. This amazing black velvet cape in a thrift store, and it was super cheap too, and we still have it because we still wear it you know, from time to time, depending what kind of costume we need. And it's just really nice piece. And you know, the mask is like a half kind of half moon shape mask, which I painted white. I think it was like colorful like this one that I have on my face, but I just painted it white. And yeah, I have a like a fake red rose, and yeah, it was, I think, all you need for a Phantom of the Opera costume is basically this. And on the other picture you saw that I had on my shoulder a black raven plushie, which was made by Wild Republic, and it's a really nice plushie. I still have it up on my bed. So yeah, I am like really pleased with how this costume looked. Moving on, 2012, and I have no idea why this year why I didn't take more pictures, because it's probably my all-time favorite like mask that I'm wearing is this werewolf mask. I mean, you know, my channel name is WerewolfLydia. I'm a werewolf fan, and I have always wanted to wear a werewolf costume. Now, the costume itself, you know, jeans with suspenders and you know, the checkered shirt. I think we asked one of our you know, family members or relatives to lend us that shirt, because we didn't own one of those. And like, that's an actual axe that I'm holding in my hand, so like a real axe. And the mask was actually from like a costume shop, but we had to return it, so it was just like borrowed. They didn't sell stuff, they just borrowed stuff. And I absolutely fell in love with this mask when I saw it, so I said that I want that one. And it was thankfully available for that day, for Halloween day. So it's weird, no one actually like asked for it for that day, but you know, I was happy with that. And the mask was really awesome. Not much else to say about that. I wish I don't know, I wish I made more pictures of this, and I wish I had like more like fur on my arms or something like that, and maybe on my chest or neck or somewhere, and maybe a tail too. If I could change those, I wouldn't now, but you know, this was a one-time thing, so I only got the pictures to remember this awesome mask. I wish it was mine and not just like borrowed, but you know. Moving on to 2013, wow, I think this look and this costume was such a fail. I was dressed up as like the Bride of Frankenstein, but you know, not with the, you know, the electric hair that was just like standing up. Don't fall down, please. Like standing up, just a simple like black and white wig, which kind of reminds me of Frankenstein's hair from Monster High. So I could use that in the future for a Frankie like costume. But yeah, it was just, I mean, the dress is okay. It's actually like a I think it's a nightgown. a old nightgown, and you know, I had the bandages wrapped around my arms, but the makeup was such a fail. Uh, that's actually, the white stuff is actually flour. Flour on my face, because we didn't find, and still since then I wasn't able to find that white makeup thing that, you know, like clowns use. So yeah, I had to use flour, and yeah, it's nothing good. So I am pretty like, no. So this costume was a fail in my opinion, and that's all I can say. Moving on to 2014. Now this costume, well, actually we did find, looking at these pictures, we did find some type of white paint for the face, but it's again not the best. So this year I was dressed up like a puppet, a doll, a puppet, and the dress, I really I really love the dress, because again this was like from a costume shop, borrowed from a costume shop, and yeah, it was a really pretty dress, and yeah, I had the striped socks, which were mine, and I have no idea where they disappeared after. Um, and I have those like strong ropes wrapped around my arms. Those were borrowed from someone who lives in the rural area, actually. Uh, and I remember that they smelled really bad, like they were from a barn. You can imagine the smell that those ropes had. But you know, I was wearing them for the pictures, and I was kind of like, you know, like a living puppet of some sort that got loose with those ropes on my hands and arms. I mean legs and arms, and yeah, a simple black wig, and the face paint is okay-ish. I was trying to make it look like some parts of my face are cracked a bit. Not sure how that came out, because that white stuff that I put on my face was like really like shiny and oily, so it was really like hard after that to paint anything on it with any other colors than just black. So yeah, but otherwise it was a pretty okay costume, and again I really love the dress. So overall it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not the best, but it's not bad. 2015. Uh, okay, this costume was a little bit boring, but it was more or less easy, I guess, to make and to put together. And I was dressed up as the girl from the Ring movie, or I think her name is Samara, if I am correct. Wasn't never really a fan of that movie. I just think that the girl looks cool, and yeah, I think I'm wearing the same exact nightgown as I did like 2 years before for the Bride of Frankenstein costume, and you know, the black wig is just in front of my head like that. So I mean in front of my face, and that's basically it. So nothing too. I really had I had my nails done nicely, like black and orange. And the funny thing about this is that in each and every picture our cat is just there. So the cat was photobombing me all the time. But yeah, and even the cat was actually slimmer back then, so he wasn't as fat as he is now. But yeah, he is definitely photobombing me every single time. So yeah, it was a okay costume, nothing too crazy, nothing too exciting, but yeah, it was, I guess, okay. Now 2016, and this is, I think, the last. So in 2015, by the way, just to mention, 2015 I actually got my camera, the one with I'm recording now this video as well, and since then the quality of the pictures got better as well, so that's a good thing, because before that I only had like a little teeny tiny digital camera, and the quality of the pictures were a little bit more more poor than the the ones that after 2015. So moving on to 2016, this is probably one of my all-time favorites, and I was dressed up as a vampire. Pretty simple idea, but the look was like really really cool. And this year I think my makeup was actually pretty well done, so I was proud of myself. And in the background you can see some of my Living Dead dolls. Those were part of the decoration. I think that's the year when I actually got into collecting Living Dead dolls. So 2016, I think that was my first year of collecting them. So yeah, I was dressed up as a vampire with the black wig, the same black cape, which was, as I said before, really awesome, and really nice like white shirt with that red velvet vest. I think the buttons on the vest are actually like skulls, and I think it looks really awesome. I had this cross like medallion type of thing in my neck, which I still have somewhere. It has some I think some blue stones in it, and yeah, it looks really awesome. And for the makeup, yeah, I actually did my makeup, and I managed to make myself look like I was a little bit more skinny. I wish my face was a little bit whiter or more pale, but again, that white oily paint thing wasn't really working out. So, and I'm wearing some fake teeth and put some fake blood thing on my face, but I'm really proud of how this looks. So it's one of my favorite all-time favorites, that's for sure. 2017, and this is the first year when I was actually dressed up as a Living Dead dolls, and since then I actually all of the years since then, so 2017, 18 and 19, I was dressed up as one of the Living Dead dolls. So 2017 was my first Living Dead dolls cosplay, and I chose Sin from the first series actually. Now again, a really simple cosplay, but I needed to add some some editing to the photos, of course, because Sin has like red eyes, and the easier way for those would have been like contacts, but contacts aren't really like super common here, or I just haven't really bothered to check. And I don't know, I'm kind of afraid of them. I mean, to just stick something inside in my eye, it just, I don't know, it freaks me out. So I have never tried contacts before, not sure if I will. And I have some the shirt, I didn't make the shirt, but I actually made the collar part for it, and the black wig, the horns. I actually like repainted the pitchfork, because it was originally red, and I'm not sure what type of color was the handle, but I had to repaint it. And I actually made my tail out from simple fabric, and I was really proud how it looked. And the interesting thing, how the tail was just always like kind of like moving. It was because I attached one of those little invisible strings to it, and then tied it to my hand. So whenever I was moving this hand or arm, the tail would move with it. So I think that was a clever idea from my part, if you ask me. And yeah, I was overall pretty satisfied with how I looked. I wish I was able to go somewhere else and you know, make these photos look more authentic. But 2018, the next Living Dead Dolls cosplay, and again I'm really proud of this one because over here I actually made my whole costume. So I made it, I sewn it, and you know, sewn all the black parts. Here I was dressed up as Revenant from Living Dead Dolls from series, I think it's series 6, but I might be wrong. I think it's from series 6. I really love the doll too, but sadly I don't actually own it. So yeah, I just painted my face with this weird green that kind of looks like it's actually glowing in the dark, but it's not. It's just, I don't know, it's because of the photos. And you know, I tried to paint my face as close as hers as possible, and you know, just a simple white wig, which was actually like a frozen Elsa wig. I just undid the braid and it was this nice beautiful long white wig. But yeah, so as I said before, I made my costume, and the pictures you see I actually took the pictures outside in our apartment building, like outside from our apartment, and it was in the dark too. So my mom took my pictures, and we were like actually like praying so that the, you know, our old neighbors wouldn't like come out from their apartments or something, because they would just freak out and maybe they could, I don't know, get a heart attack or something because of how I looked. So yeah, it was like a secret, kind of like a secret mission of some type. So yeah, it was really fun, and I am really proud of how this this costume looks and how I made it. So yeah, I think it was pretty nice. And last but not least, last year was 2019, and again I was dressed up as a Living Dead Dolls, and I was dressed up as L'arme des Ânes from series 33. Yes, from series 33. She is my favorite from the Moulin Mourgue series, and I absolutely enjoyed this this costume, this cosplay. I don't know why, I just felt so good wearing this dress, even though the dress doesn't like look 100% like her dress. And you know, I wasn't able to find a wig long enough like hers, like her hair. And the wig originally actually was like a more softer like reddish color, so I actually spray painted the whole thing to this orange because I wasn't able to find a orange wig. So I don't know why orange wigs are so rare or something. The face paint could have been better, but it's okay. And again, the dress is not 100% like accurate to hers, but it's pretty close. I actually found it in a thrift shop, and when I saw it, I immediately thought of her. So yeah, I really liked it nonetheless. So I was really enjoying it, how it looked on me and how I felt in it. So yeah, and yeah, that's the end of the story. So 10 years of costumes from 2009 to 2019, 10 years of my Halloween past, I guess I could say that. And yeah, so most of the costumes aren't, like as I said before, anything great. Some of them are fail, some of them are, I guess, quite good if I do say so myself. But I think it's important that you actually feel good in your costume and not just how it looks or how like great it is. And it's just important to enjoy yourself and enjoy the whole Halloween experience, and you know, enjoy candy, because that's important, and you know, horror films and music, and you know, overall the celebration. Even if you can't like, and most of you guys can't celebrate it like how you used to, and for most of kids no trick-or-treating this year, if I'm correct, so it's a sad time, but still I hope you are able to enjoy Halloween at least somehow or in some way, and eat a lot of candy. But yeah, so I'm not going to spoil it what I'm going to be dressed up as this year. All I can tell you is that it's going to be another Living Dead dolls. I'm not sure how long I will continue to dress up as Living Dead dolls. Maybe until I actually find something more interesting or more suiting or more easier for me. I don't know. But yes, this year will be again a Living Dead dolls. And hey, maybe sometime in the future I will make more videos like this when more years will pass, so that I have more costumes and pictures to show you guys. I will probably, you know, upload my whole costume, my this year's costume, to my Facebook page or to my Instagram. So if you can follow me there if you are interested, I don't know. And yeah, so basically that's about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and comment down below which one of these costumes was your favorite, which one you like the most, and which one did you think that it was like a fail. And yeah, if you want to see more like more normal videos than this, like some toy and door reviews, that's what I usually do on this channel, then don't forget to subscribe. And you can also follow me on all the social media links down below in the description box, and you can go ahead and like my Facebook page too. I will upload, like, you know, little sneak peeks and other stuff. You can get notifications there of the videos that I upload, and you can comment over there too. So if you want to, you can go ahead and like the page. And again, thank you so much guys for watching this pretty long video, and again, happy Halloween everyone. Bye.